Hello, my name is Dr. Jennifer Smith. I'm here today on behalf of Dr. Coon and Golden Period. Today, we would like to focus on the following: the importance of teaching your child life skills at an early age. Life skills. They are extremely important and should be taught to your child beginning when they are very young. A child that grows up without life skills will suffer emotionally, behaviorally, developmentally, and psychologically. Equipping your child with life skills to ensure that they can appropriately function in society as children and later on when they become adults starts with you when they are young and under your care at home. Let's get started with guiding life skills strategies to prepare your child for the world as they mature from young children to adults. When your child is as young as 2 years of age and can follow instructions, this is the prime age to begin the process of teaching them simple life skills. Below is a list of life skills that should be at the top of your list for your young child, while you have the unique opportunity to provide guidance to how they operate as their own little beings within the world. Number 1, teaching your child good manners is a life skill that will need to be practiced daily, especially because your child will be around peers and friends their own age and will need to have good manners to maintain friendships. Your child will also need to develop good manners with adults within and outside of the family. As children, they will need to learn how to follow the rules and instructions of authority by being respectful and obedient. Number 2, your child will also need to know and practice the life skill of being respectful to both their friends and adults. When children are not taught how to be respectful, unfortunately, they become children who fail to treat others properly and transition from disrespectful children into disrespectful adults. When children grow up into disrespectful adults because they were not taught the life skill of being respectful, they will end up in an environment at school and in the community where no one will want to be around them as friends. A child who is not taught how to be respectful will also be difficult to handle behaviorally and emotionally, which ultimately will follow their lives as adults. When children are taught to be respectful, they tend to also have good manners with their friends and adults. Number 3, teaching your child to be responsible is a life skill that will impact their lives both at home and in public. When children learn to be responsible, they are more accountable for their actions and behavior. They tend to manage and control their emotions better than children who have never been taught how to be responsible. Give your child simple tasks or chores around the home to help teach them how to be responsible. Having a small chore of picking up their toys each day, feeding the family pet, helping to set the family table for a meal, or wiping a table can help put your child on the right track of learning how to be responsible. With the life skill of teaching your child how to be responsible, this too can be taught when your child is very young, around the age of 2 and onwards. The earlier you begin the process of helping your child to be responsible, the sooner they will learn to be accountable for their actions when they fail to perform a task that you've asked them to do. When teaching responsibility with your child, it's also important that you issue consequences if they fail to be responsible for the task you ask them to do within the home. Without the consequences for their failure to complete tasks, then the lesson of teaching your child how to be responsible will not be achieved. Number 4, teaching your child how to be kind is also an important life skill for your child to have with peers, friends, and adults. Kindness is a trait that your child will need to learn to have quality relationships with others. It is crucial that your child learns how to appropriately treat others by showing kindness by sharing, hugging, being empathetic, and compassionate to their friends, siblings, and adults in their lives. As a child, how can they learn these qualities? As a parent, it will be essential for you to be a role model for your child, to teach them acts of kindness. Your one-on-one interactions with your child can easily teach these simple life skill traits, and also when your child is observing your relationships with other family members and friends close to you. When your child learns the life skill of kindness, this also impacts their social life and the desire for their friends and adults to enjoy their company even more. A kind child is most likely a child that is also more accepting and tolerant of the differences in others, which impacts their openness to socialize with a broader range of peers and friends, which further expands their social skills to adapt to the world globally. Number 5, it's also important to start teaching your child about finance and money at a young age. By the time your child is 5 years of age, their brains will have a better understanding of the concept of money. When teaching your child about money, it's also important to teach them about budgeting and saving some of their money as well. Make sure that your child has a piggy bank or a small savings account in which they can watch their money grow. But teach them that it's also acceptable to spend some of the money that is given to them as well, just as long as they save some of it too. When teaching budgeting skills to your child, this is a life skill practice that will improve their financial future as adults as they learn how to manage their finances with their careers, in purchasing a home and a vehicle, and managing their finances as they grow and mature from childhood into adults. Number 6, teaching your child to do chores within your home is a life skill that will definitely carry over into their adult lives. When you teach your child how to be neat and tidy, they become accustomed to creating a neat and tidy environment within their own homes as adults. When children are not accustomed to being responsible for small household tasks, such as keeping their bedrooms clean, picking up their toys, or helping to do small tasks that will help keep their homes free from clutter and chaos, they grow into adults that don't know how to keep a neat and tidy home. The life skills that you teach your child when they are young will follow them into their life patterns as adults. If you fail to begin the process of teaching life skills to your child as young as 2 years of age, they grow into adults that are not equipped with skills to survive in society and globally. The sooner you begin the process of life skills lessons with your children, the better prepared they will be for the future.